My friends, happy evening, namaskaram. And I introduced you already. I'm really happy to be sharing the stage with such phenomenal people who spoke before here. I was enlightened to a different level. I was sitting there and listening here, rethinking a lot of things, a lot of new thoughts that got into my mind. It's lovely. Alright, so ഞാൻ യങ് മൈൻഡ്സ് ഇന്റർനാഷണലിൻ്റെ പേജിൽ കൂടി പോവായിരുന്നു because I think a couple of days ago I was going through the page and I saw a lot of things that I was like, okay, need of the hour ആയിട്ടുള്ള ഒരുപാട് കാര്യങ്ങൾ. For example, service for the needy or empowering communities like women, youngsters and a lot of others, and building associations, building leadership, especially for youngsters. ഇതൊക്കെ ഒരുപാട് ആവശ്യമായിട്ടുള്ള need of the hour ആയിട്ടുള്ള ഒരുപാട് കാര്യങ്ങളാണ് അല്ലേ. So അതിൽ ഒരുപാട് ഫോക്കസ് കൊടുക്കുന്നു എന്ന് കണ്ടപ്പോൾ I was like, okay, that's nice. And yesterday, a few days ago actually, Young Minds International group had visited to invite me. Paul uncle was there, a very good friend of ours. He was there. So all of us were sitting and talking, and then they said, women and youth have a wing, and then the other inauguration event I invited, and I was very excited because it aligns with my values a lot. I'm someone who really likes to, be empowered and like to empower women and youngsters through pageantry, through my profession. I'm also a business owner, so one of my goals in business is also to empower women and youngsters. So I was like, that's great, and I think, forget about my part, India as a country itself is focusing on such a community, right? Women, youngsters and all. So it's high time that we start focusing on it as well. And I think I'm here for a very prominent role. I feel really happy about it. So when we talk about women and youngsters, what are the issues that actually bother them? Or why do you need some extra highlight or extra focus on them or spotlight and show you work? I feel we need them to be more empowered in different facets of life. We need them to be more empowered. We need them to be able to come to the limelight and speak for themselves. We need them to have great associations because association power is very important. അതായത് ഫോർ എ സ്മോൾ എക്സാമ്പിൾ ഏറ്റവും എളുപ്പം പനി പിടിക്കാൻ പറ്റുന്ന രീതി എന്താണെന്ന് അറിയാമോ? ലൈക്ക് ഹൗ ഡു യു ഗെറ്റ് എ ഫീവർ റിയലി ക്വിക്ലി? ഇറ്റ്സ് ടു ഹാങ് ഔട്ട് വിത്ത് സമൺ ഹു ഹാസ് എൻ എക്സ്ട്രീംലി ഹൈ ഫീവർ. നല്ല പനിയുള്ള ആളുകൾ നമുക്ക് യു വിൽ ഗെറ്റ് എ ഫീവർ വെരി ക്വിക്ലി. ദാറ്റ്സ് ദ മോസ്റ്റ് ഈസിയസ്റ്റ് വേ. That's how powerful an association is, right? So I'm just talking about it in a very small way, but then think about it in the larger perspective. If you hang out with people who are of great mindsets like the ones you saw a while ago and on stage, great mindsets, great service mentality ഉള്ള ആൾക്കാർ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ലീഡേഴ്സ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള ആൾക്കാരുടെ കൂടെ നിങ്ങൾ ഹാങ് ഔട്ട് ചെയ്യുകയാണെങ്കിൽ obviously you will become a leader one day, right? That is why we have organizations like Young Minds International and more. So to build great association is very important for women and youngsters to have great leadership skills. ഇപ്പോൾ leadership skill എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ it's not just for personality improvement, it's also for your job, right? You have to become a leader to get a job. You have to know how to be good in an interview. You have to know how to handle people. You have to be a people's person. So leadership skills എല്ലാവർക്കും വേണ്ട കാര്യങ്ങളാണ്. So ഈ കാര്യങ്ങളൊക്കെ is a need of the hour, and women and youngsters should have all of these things. And I think Young Minds International, the pudiya wing, or the wing that is about to be inaugurated, will have all of these, and they will thrive in all of these. I have a lot of things that I had jotted down because I didn't want to miss anything. So ഇപ്പം ഞാൻ നേരത്തെ പറഞ്ഞ അസോസിയേഷൻ ആണെങ്കിലും ലീഡർഷിപ്പ് എബിലിറ്റീസ് ആണെങ്കിലും അല്ലെങ്കിൽ അതിന് മുമ്പ് പറഞ്ഞ എക്സ്പോഷർ ആണെങ്കിലും ഒക്കെ ഹാസ് ഹെൽപ്പ് മീ അ ലോട്ട് പേഴ്സണലി. ദാറ്റ്സ് വൈ ഐ എം സ്പീക്കിംഗ് എ ലോട്ട് അബൌട്ട് ഇറ്റ്. ഐ സ്റ്റാർട്ടഡ് മൈ ജേർണി, ഇപ്പം ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞ കാര്യങ്ങളൊക്കെ ഇറ്റ്സ് ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻറ്റ് ഫോർ സക്സസ്, ബട്ട് ഇറ്റ്സ് മോസ്റ്റ്ലി ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻറ്റ് ടു ബി ഏബിൾ ടു ഹാൻഡിൽ ഫെയിലിയേഴ്സ്. I think it's very important to be able to handle failures in life. So I started my journey from of fashion basically from my college. I studied in Secret College, Devara. For my degree, I did sociology there. But before coming to college, I was clueless. I was very clueless. So you would think, okay, maybe she did not study well, but I should speak for myself. I had a very good score in 12th, but I was still clueless. Now I'm telling you all this because you have to realize that you never always figure out what you want in life. I'm talking to women, youngsters and everyone. You never know what you might know what you want in life, but you can't predict the future, right? So I was like, okay, ഞാൻ 12th കഴിയുമ്പോൾ what should I do? I want to do a lot of things. I want to be an entrepreneur, I want to be an artist, I want to be that, this and everything. So when you want to do a lot of things, you're confused. What do I do? What course do I do? And then I talked to my cousin who has similar interest in animating. And she said, go for this course. And I studied about it and it was nice. I went for it. I went to my college. Again, not a college I thought I would be going to. Don't get me wrong, SH is a great college, it's a great institution. Which I was initially planning to go abroad, like every kid who wants to go abroad and explore things. But then again, one thing happened, another thing happened, and I was too young. I was only 17 when I got into college. So I thought, okay, maybe PG ki povam viyarichu. So again, one thing I predicted was not happening. I went to a college, and I made friends there. But again, there are a lot of talent clubs in SH. So you have to be part of one talent club at least. Okay. And I was thinking, what talent do I have? Do I sing? I do sing, but I'm not a singer. Do I dance? I do dance, but I'm not a professional dancer. So then, if you want to get into one club, you have to be extremely talented in that club, in that particular talent. So I was like, what talent do I have? I kept thinking, and I joined Speakers Hall. That was nice, it was fun. But then again, I want to join a talent club. So one of my seniors approached me and said, why don't you audition for fashion club? Because you have height. Yeah. I thought, okay, that must be easy. I just have to walk in my heels. Right? I can do that. I went for the auditions, and there were really, really beautiful, pretty ladies, tall, 5'9", 6 feet tall ladies, with full face makeup, really pretty. They walked extremely good, and so I don't have to say much. I did not make it in the auditions. I did not get in the auditions, yeah? So that's one way of, so then that's my first failure in my college, right? And things did not go as I planned. I was a little frustrated. Although I did not want to get into fashion club, I was a little frustrated when they rejected me, right? But then another institution came to my college for international pageant scouting, and then they did an audition, and I showed up for fun again, and they selected me. But I was again 17, so I couldn't sign the contract, so I did not make it in that audition, in that pageant. But I was like, okay, maybe I can do something in this. Yeah, I did another audition in SH Fashion Club, and I got it. So from there again, I thought I can predict things very well. My future, I can predict it. I wrote a list of things I would be doing. I would go for competitions. I would get first in every competition. I would ace in the fashion club, and I would do that, this, and all of that. Yeah. But do you think things would go exactly the way we predict? No. I went for a lot of shows. Most of them we won, but a lot of them we did not. So it was like ups and downs, a lot of ups and downs we had. And after a while, after college, I thought that's the end. I'm not going to do fashion anymore because obviously I want to do business. I said, no, fashion was never on the list. But after college, I took a break from studies to explore a lot of universities outside. That is when I got an invitation to participate in a pageant that happened in Kochi. Yeah? So I'm very nervous for Q&As because you have to be on stage, you have to answer questions. It's really, really nerve-wracking. I was like, okay, I'm not going for a pageant. But I was like, okay, maybe I'll just give it a try. I registered and I went for the pageant, very unprepared, I'll tell you. In the morning, I'm fixing my finale outfit. I'm unprepared and I happened to win it. So, and for me that was a big shock because I unprepared and I won it. And I was like, oh my god, what is happening? Again, something that I did not predict, right? And then I was like, okay, fine. Okay, then I should maybe try more pageantry. And then I went for another pageant and I happened to get second runner-up, and then pageants after pageants and up until Miss Queen of India. And now I've cancelled my plans to go study abroad. I'm staying back, I'm doing shoots, I'm doing ads, I'm doing pageants, I'm doing coaching. So this has become my thing now, right? Actually, at any of these points, if I would have stopped and thought, should I do this? Do you think it will make a difference? If I asked myself that, I don't think I would be here. You can only connect the dots backwards. You cannot connect them forward. Yeah? Right? So you will do something and you will be wondering, when I took a break after my college, I was like, break I understand that very much. You won't be able to do that, this and all of that. I was wondering, am I making a bad decision? But if I had not taken that break, I would never go for the first pageant I did, right? A break and then now that is my thing now, right? So similarly, for everyone sitting here, what you do right now would, like how Minu ma'am said, would create a lot of ripples, a lot of positive impact, but you would not know right now, right? Whatever you're doing, if your gut says yes, do it. and you will be able to connect the dots one day and it will all make sense in the end. So that's what I'm telling. A lot of things like these, value education, it has all helped me in one or the other way. In fact, one of my questions for Miss South India was, what is the one thing that youngsters need today? And my answer was, what is the one thing that youngsters lack today? My answer was lack of value education. Because I feel like every single problem the youngsters are facing today, be it addiction to anything, drugs, phone, anything, be it other mental health issues, everything could be solved if they have the right value education. Right? So a group like this, I'm pretty sure, will also be providing value education for women, youngsters. They will build you with a lot of leadership qualities. They will equip you to be fierce leaders like Minu ma'am and a lot of others. And I'm pretty sure you will get one step closer to being a leader, one step closer to being human, one step closer to being compassionate. I cannot wait to see what all ventures you're going to go forward with. I wish you all the very best for this new organization, for this new wing of Young Minds International. And with this, I announce the Region 2 Young Minds International Women and Youngsters Wing inaugurated. Thank you so much.